Grand afternoon. Back with another video. Welcome to Self Love Master All Seeing Eye. And we are going to be talking about folks were already docile. Now you're letting every trend, algorithm, and opinion dictate your next move. Every trend, like the video, share the video. I want to talk about individuals in this fake spiritual community. There's no love. It's just greed, competition, witchcraft, evil eye. Too many people have become docile. You are already docile to this system. You was already docile. Too many people have become docile to the internet now, letting algorithms, trends, and online opinions do their thinking for them. Or more concise version. The internet rewards conformity, independent thinking. Is it becoming? The internet rewards conformity. Independent thinking is becoming a rare skill. Let me just say that. A lot of people are having debts, literally dying, lost in regret for playing on this internet. Don't become a slave again. You already a slave in the system. But now I want to tell you, don't become a slave to the algorithm. Think for yourself, question everything, and stay true to who you are. You are already docile now, okay? You are a docile slave. Many have become a docile slave to the internet. Okay? You are already complacent. Now you've become a slave to the distractions that control your attention or shape your vision. You were already docile. Now you're letting every trend, algorithm, and opinion dictate your next move. Isn't that pathetic? And it's crazy because people have been signing YouTube ever since YouTube was created. YouTube YouTube personalities have pages since 2014, 2010, 2000, as long as YouTube been a thing. The moment you created a YouTube account, you stepped into a system designed to capture your attention. If you're not careful, it's easy to become passive, letting algorithms shape what you watch, think about, and focus on every day. The day you signed up for social media, you enter a world competing for your attention. Stay aware, or the algorithm will decide what fills your mind. Every click, view, and scroll feeds the machine. Let's be clear. The challenge isn't using the internet. It's making sure the internet isn't using you. Let's be clear. You became a walk-in and lost yourself in the process. You became a walk-in, but somewhere along the way, you forgot who you truly were. How many are experiencing that? Many have become docile internet slave providers. Let's just keep it a buck. Many have become docile servants of the internet, blindly providing their time, energy, and attention without question. Let's just keep it a buck. Many have become docile digital slaves, constantly feeding the internet while losing sight of their own independence and critical thinking. Many have become so dependent on the internet that they willingly surrender their time, attention, and freedom of thought. When harming someone without cause, though, just because you are jealous, evil eye, and a walk in, and too blind to realize, you won't realize how overly indulged you consume your time and effort. When you harm someone without cause because of jealousy, envy, or an obsession with what they have, you become so consumed by it that you don't realize how much of your own time, energy, and effort you're wasting. Your focus shifts from building your own life to fixating on someone else's, and that obsession can end up consuming you. Period. When jealousy and envy drive you to harm someone who has done nothing to you, you become blinded by your own obsession. You don't even realize how much of your life, time, and energy you're sacrificing while focusing on another person's path instead of your own. It is a shame. All the time and energy you spent trying to bring others down could have been used to build a better life for yourself and your family. I'm getting some of y'all don't have no kids, and some of y'all will never have kids. Okay? Like the video, share the video. Some of y'all will never, ever have children. You sending witchcraft to harm people's family. You sending witchcraft to harm people in general, just to so-called see them down and out so you could take over their past, or you trying to control people, manipulate energy. When you become consumed by resentment, jealousy, or the desire to harm others, you often end up hurting your own growth the most. Let's be clear. Instead of spending your time trying to harm others, invest that energy into your own goals, your own healing, and your own family. The life you build will always matter more than the battles you choose to fight. Some of y'all send witchcraft to people because you want to slow them down. Some of y'all harm others with no cause just because you feel like you have the ultimate say in their lives. And that is so not true. You targeted people who never did anything to you. Their only offense was living their lives, shining their light, and staying true to themselves. Jealousy made you focus on what they had instead of appreciating what was already in your own life. You wanted to see them struggle, not because they harmed you, but because their success, happiness, or confidence bothered you. The real question is, how do you live with yourself? When you're constantly trying to tear down people who have done nothing but exist in their own very truth. No amount of deception, envy, or negativity can take away what is genuinely meant for someone. Instead of obsessing over another person's light, find your own. When are you going to find your own light? Simple and precise. When will you find your own light? Some of you came for other people, you had no business. You want to see how strong they are. Four of Pentacles. You wanted to see these people without money. But these individuals are able to manage, okay? Manage, accumulate a significant amount of material wealth after working very hard to get to this point. To get to this point where people are at now. Be sure not to become overly greedy and hoarding your future without risk. There is no reward. Don't be afraid to jump into uncharted territory. Okay? The people you try to target, okay? They save money, wealth security, scarcity, self-improvement, control, solid foundations, and conversation they know how to hold. These people that you're targeting are still stable with that Four of Pentacles. The Sun is in reverse. Inner child, feeling down, negativity, depression, sadness, delays, carelessness, arrogance, cloudy setback is what you have set back for yourself. That's what you set yourself up. When you come for the wrong one. The High Priestess. You came for a High Priestess. The High Priestess has an intuition, spirit knowledge, subconscious, spirituality, divine feminine, high morals, trust yourself, wisdom, secrets, mystery hidden. And you want that so bad. You didn't care what you had to do to try to stop it. You can't sleep at night. You wanted them not to sleep at night. Inner turmoil, deep-seated fears, secrets, releasing, worry, hope, reaching out. That's what you wanted. You attack people's families. You wanted them to be restless. But now you can't sleep. Hermit mode is in reverse. Isolation, loneliness, withdrawal, resignation, distance, lost your way. Some of you wanted that. And that's what you had got for yourself in reverse. Okay? Some people love being by themselves. But when you attack people's families, you better know that whatever you did, it's going to come back to you. A King of Pentacles here. Wealth, business, leadership, security, protective, success, authority, abundance, prosperity, generosity, comfort, discipline is here. Is here. Page of Wands in reverse. Lack of direction, delays, procrastination, creating conflict, poor communication, bad news, instability for somebody. That's what you wanted. For me, that's what you got for you. That's what you wanted for the collective. That's what you got for you. Okay? We have a tower here. Sudden change, upheaval, chaos, relation, disaster, awakening, release, sudden insight. What you wanted for somebody else came straight to you. With that towel, that's your wake-up call to stop doing witchcraft, stop harming people, stop being jealous. Knight of Wands. Now it's time to go for it. Be committed to your purpose and vision. And do whatever it takes to bring your goals to life, because you know that your potential is limitless. Your energy is high right now. But be sure that you're thinking before acting, so that you don't stumble over your own feet. People are getting away. People are getting away. Knight of Cups. Creativity, romantic, charm, imagination, beauty, knight in shining armor, following the heart, proposals, energy. The Chariot is in reverse. Self-discipline, opposition, lack of direction, lack of control, aggression, arrogance, carelessness. This was bringing y'all down. You harmed the wrong people out of jealousy. King of Swords, head over heart, discipline, truthful, honest, mental, clarity, authority, leadership, reliable, sage advance, sage advice. Something is coming in fast, speed action, movement, swift change, sudden action, manifesting quickly, results, quick decisions, air travel. Some of y'all gonna be stuck, coming out fast. You didn't follow simple instructions. Decide to travel. Temperance here, your earth angel. And for this earth angel, there's balance, harmony, moderation, patience, being sensible, purpose, finding meaning. I'm getting y'all do witchcraft on people's children. I'm getting you did witchcraft on somebody and their children. You try to harm them with the the 6 of cups. Happy memories, reminiscing childhood memories, innocent joy, nostalgia, energy. With this ace of cups, spiritual warfare, but love, compassion, creativity, new feelings, spirituality, intuition, new baby proposal, marriage can be coming for y'all anyway, as much as they try to stop this. You got money coming in, collective. Somebody got money coming in. Wealth, financial security, family inheritance, long-term success, stability, contribution, domestic love, home attainment. Okay. They try to do that to you, but that's their tower. Their tower is to be in lack of that. Okay. Waging in spiritual warfare got them in reverse with lack of direction, while you with love, compassion, creativity. Okay. All these evil doers. 2 of Wands came out in reverse. Personal goals, self-doubt, in alignment, fear of the unknown, fear of change, playing it safe, lack of planning. Some of y'all are so focused on the wrong things. Let's get a read. Let's get a read. So you could be saving money, collective, as you should. Wealth, scarcity, you in that type of energy. Improvement, control, solid foundations, conversations. You having good conversations. You and your creativity, romantic charm, imagination. Somebody's inner child, okay, is feeling down. Too much negativity. While you're self-disciplined. They wanted you like that. They wanted you like that. But you are self-disciplined. You're the total opposition. Something came in fast. Harmony, moderation for you, collective. Oh God. You got love coming in. You got love coming in. You self-love. Courage is in reverse for your enemy. Entertainment with your intuition. Somebody's home is in reverse. Procrastination. Okay. Sexuality. Somebody could be doing some sex magic and now they in lack of direction. Okay. Doing the most. Trying to abuse divination. Something about dreams. They having towels right now. Pay attention to the signs, collective. It's this Knight of Wands. In your beauty. Okay. You're looking real beautiful. As much as they didn't want you to. Rejection is protection. Okay. You're self-disciplined. They don't like your self-discipline. Opposition. Okay. They're your ops, whatever. They with rejection, you gain beauty. Okay. Something wild with this King of Swords. It's head over heart. Something came in fast. What came in fast? Pride. Somebody's pride is in reverse. Okay. They thought they was doing their big one. You have patience with balance and harmony and moderation. Okay. Letting go. Okay. You letting go, collective. Somebody is letting go. Okay. You are a phoenix rising. Okay. With love, compassion, creativity. Okay. Family and tribe. Okay. With this money. Okay. Something good is happening for you and your family and your tribes. Okay. A lot of energy. 10 of Pentacles. Sadness. Two of Wands. Somebody's in sadness. Unleashing your creativity. Discover your life purpose. You could be discovering your life purpose. And it ain't the internet, that's for sure. Your soulmate. You have a soulmate coming in. And they don't want that. But it's all right for them to have their so-called soulmates. They wanted you to self-sabotage. Something about temptation. Have faith. Okay? They busy selling out. Okay? They don't have nothing genuine. They have to take off their mask. Okay? You are alchemy. Okay? You respect the sexual arts. And you have a lot of self-love for yourself. You remember your inner child. You know that you've been helped from above all this time. Something about victim consciousness and cycles. They wanted you to feel like a victim in consciousness, but you definitely healing. They wanted a hole in your soul. How teachable you are. You've been a lesson for them. And you say what you mean. Okay? You definitely say what you mean. You say it with your chest. These individuals, you know, here antagonizing people, trying to bring them down. They don't care what they have to do. They've been casting spells, trying to look pretty. See, one thing about witches and warlocks, they love to look handsome and pretty. They love to blend in. They love to deceive you. They love to repeat themselves over and over and over again. They are in cycles that they probably will never get out of. So spending time to give them will be a total waste, because it's like they think they win it, but they're not. This is the season. Everything they have put and gave to the internet, right? Everything they gave to the internet is leaking. Okay. They took other people's inners, and used it for themselves to harm others. But something is taking place. You're being celebrated while they're under judgment. You definitely that mother of it all type of energy. Something's coming in fast. Messages that they are left in a 10 of swords, but trying to comfort you. They're under judgment. Okay. And they're having a debt. Some of them really, somebody could have literally died. Okay. For trying to kill you, karma. They could have had death spells on you. Yeah, they wanted to sacrifice you. You have new prophets coming in. They can't sleep at night. It's something you're doing that's driving them crazy. You're a whole musician. They thought they was just playing with anybody. You stable. Okay? It's driving them nuts. King of Swords. Somebody could be a visionary, an entrepreneur. This King of Swords. Contemplating. What are they contemplating after karma and in a debt? I guess they blaming you for karma. So they contemplating. Why you sitting pretty? See, they didn't want that for you. Something about fake offers, fake flowers, right? They could be trying to send you ideas. The hand of God is all over you. Why they in judgment? You being celebrated publicly. Okay. You being seen for who you are, and they being seen for who they are. Something came in fast. Right? They try to block you, but they're left with burdens and responsibilities. You're a musician. Okay. Whatever they did backfired on them. They did all that to stop you from being seen a certain way. They wanted you left with these burdens, but that's what they left with. They actually collaborated against you. You are somebody special. You are gifted. Okay. You are a cheerful giver. You always wish the best for other people. You always want to see righteousness. But some of them have sold their souls to YouTube. Okay? And I hate to say that. Okay. They contemplated on you. They try to send you conflict. They were contemplating on sending you conflict after they had a whole debt. Okay. A King of Cups is in rebirth. Probably in that karma too. Trying to, divine intervention. Okay. They could have been working together. A group effort with this collaboration. Yeah, something about this community. This community is under judgment. While you sitting in your mother of it all energy, something came in fast. Who prophets? Whoever try to come for you, they are left in this 10 of swords. They could be fighting each other. Okay, they had a debt. Somebody could have probably died or probably fighting for their lives. It's karma. They try to sacrifice you and sacrifice themselves. Messages coming in, about you're a musician. They were born, but they tried anyway. Okay. They can't sleep at night. Something is haunting them. Okay. Your stability, okay, is definitely haunting this King of Swords, contemplating while you sitting pretty. And this Six of Cups, something from the past. Okay. Hand of God is all over you. God will move. I'm getting when God move, I move just like that. Hey, hey, hey. When God move, I move just like that. Okay. Only God can move you. Move according to the spirit. Okay. They try to block you from being seen, celebrated. See, they wanted you left with burdens. This whole group effort, they want to watch you take your energy, use it for themselves, send you conflict. But that left the King of Cups in reverse, all in all. Divine intervention, something about divination. They did something there, and it brought them a major tower. This whole group effort. Okay. I'm getting they are involved more than they show. Okay. It's like yeah. And you are moving into your celebrations, your harmony. Okay. They didn't want that for you. But God said, I'm divine intervention. Something about a king of pentacles. It's like a lot of male energy. A lot of male energy. You're a wounded warrior. Okay. You fighting that. You fighting this group effortlessly. Okay. Bunch of warlocks. Okay. You are a star. Okay. And that star energy. Okay. Moon magic. They could have did something there and it reversed. It backfired. Okay. They try to stop that. You have new beginnings. Okay. You are very strong. You are very strong. Let's get another story out of this. So you're being celebrated. Something, your community. Okay. They try to sacrifice you. They try to send you fake energy. Okay. They want you to submit. They want you to just don't give them your energy. Or you're this, you're that, you're this, but divine intervention left them under judgment. Messages coming in that the hand of God is all over you while they in this tower. While you in this mother of it all energy, they can't sleep. They can't even sleep because you're being celebrated publicly. And you in this harmony and celebration. Something came in fast. The thought that you're a musician, they try to block you. This King of Pentacles. Messages coming in about your stability. They try to do moon magic on your stability. A group effort. Okay. But you are a wounded warrior. And it left them in a 10 of swords. Okay. They try to steal your divine feminine energy. Okay, a king of swords, try to use you for your gifts and try to block your star status. You'd be surprised what these warlocks be doing, especially the ones that want to be, want to be. Okay. They had a death and a rebirth, and they're contemplating with this conflict and your new beginnings, but karma's here. You're sitting pretty, and another King of Cups is in reverse. You're so strong. You're so strong. You always thinking quick. Okay. Wow. Always thinking quick. They wanted you stuck, but that's in reverse. They're constantly watching you. Okay. Sit pretty and be strong and vibrating on a high vibration in that rebellious energy. Okay. In your money. Okay. Whatever they did there, that shit reversed. You persevere. You're very resilient. You don't care who watching you. You just don't care. You was thinking quick. They could have did something there and it reversed. Now they're stuck watching you be high vibrating in that rebellious energy while you and your money persevere. You very resilient. Okay. They thought that they were more powerful than you. So many lusting over you, trying to steal your divine energy, trying to gossip about you, right? But you got some new attractions coming in, you know, justice. You know, they were trying to learn from you, but that balanced out. Your ancestors moved you away, and justice is being served. They had to lay it down. You a high priestess. They try to bind themselves to your energy. But yeah, they're brokenhearted because you are full of new creation, new creativity, and synchronicity. They probably wanted to be your lover. It could be a Taurus trying to wish you ill will. But you and your money, you're earth angel. They are preparing to watch you be with an emperor. Okay. They're discovering that their witchcraft blocked themselves and sent themselves conflict because you vibing too high. You and your money. They stuck in illusions, left out in the cold. Okay. They're disappointed. They have to escape. They're escaping the disappointment while you moving forward. They try to be in this routine. Swear said that's the truth. You are in your happy family. They try to take that from you. Okay. Being lost in regret. They're being illuminated. And you know what? This cycle is closing in their face while you give birth to their demise. That's just that. That's it. And that's all. So, yeah, a lot of these individuals have become digital slaves already. They feed the machine. They give the machine what the machine wants. They are psyops. But what they will realize is that every time they do something to you, now, since they don't want to stop, it's going to hurt somebody that they love. Okay? They wanted to hurt you, your family. They wanted to see you hurt. They wanted you to be down at the bottom. They don't ever want you to rise because if you rise, that means they fall. Because you stand for something. Okay? You stand for something. You don't fall for nothing. And they're mad. You'd be surprised how much warlocks, male energy working together. And some of these warlocks, they will wind up selling themselves as male prostitutes. That's how hungry and lost they're going to become. They're being illuminated for being in this efficient routine, trying to come for an earth angel. They're definitely being illuminated. Your ancestors is constantly moving you. Okay? You're giving birth to truth. Okay? So, everything that they've done, everything that they wanted for you, is what they're going to drown in. Like the video, share the video, and thank you for tuning in with me.
Always wars, overcoming the manipulation, divided and conquered, split into many nations. As we gather at the Stargate, Haitians